Let's talk about what's important to you. As you remember, for those of you who completed the straw poll, we asked what was the most important issue for you, for the Republican nominee to focus on, and then we asked you what was the second most important issue. And the blue represents most important, so you can see it's ranked by the combination of the two. And you can see, looking at just the blue part of the bar, 34% of you said the war on terrorism. 34%, 1 in 3 of you. The next issue, illegal immigration, was less than half of that. Reducing government at 15%, the Iraq war at 11%, reducing government spending at 10%, and so on. The second most important issue, the top one was illegal immigration at 18, followed by war on terror at 17. But when you put the first and second choice combination together, you could see that 51% of the concerns lie around the war on terror, about a third illegal immigration, 29% reducing the size of government, 24% the war in Iraq, 24% reducing government spending. So much for the media who thinks they understand what conservatives or Republicans are focused on in this election.
I have a question for Tony. On that same slide, it seemed that question about is social issues important was not on there. Why was that?
What wasn't on there?
Maybe I missed it, but on that slide, what's the most important? Was social issues on there?
Well, illegal immigration is a social issue.
Well, I'm talking about other issues like abortion, homosexual rights. That wasn't on there.
Excuse me? It was not on there?
It may have been, but I missed it. It was.
At the end of the list, it was. We didn't show all the responses.
It must have been. I don't think it was under on 1%. No?
It wasn't on the slide because the responses were smaller. We couldn't fit all the responses on the slide. The questions had a lot more choices than we could fit on the slide.
Okay.
So if it wasn't among the top responses, it wasn't.
I did see this, I believe you, but this is interesting to me because the last one on there was 2 or 3%. So were social issues under that?
Well, I'll tell you right now, you look at when we asked them to divide up and say, okay, what was more important to you? Economic issues and reducing the size of government versus moral issues, it was better than the 3-to-1 margin.
Okay.
So,
all right,
I told you right there.
I just wanted to make sure it was on there.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony, for once again.